Hi, I'm Dick Price. I'm with the Price Law Firm in Fort Worth, Texas. You can reach me at 817-338-4633. And you can get information on my website and blogs at www.pricelawfirmtx.com. When people are starting to face getting a divorce, they sometimes wonder about what they should do and what they shouldn't do. They really focus on what they should do, but there are some things that I want to tell you about that you shouldn't do. First of all, don't destroy records, don't destroy electronic information, don't destroy any assets. You need to hold on to those things. It's a good idea to make copies of a lot of those things, but don't destroy them. That's not going to help you, and judges don't like that at all. The second thing to do to avoid, I guess, would be don't hide the kids. People, in some cases, fear getting into a custody fight, and they think if they grab the kids and run and hide and keep them away from the other parent, that somehow they're going to have an advantage, that the judge is going to say, well, the kids have been with you more, so I'll just leave them with you. It doesn't work that way. Judges don't like that behavior, so don't hide the kids out. A third thing to avoid is don't clean out the bank accounts. Sometimes people grab all the money and leave the other spouse high and dry. Understandably, they may be angry. But on the other hand, judges don't like that behavior either. You need to be fair, you need to be reasonable. Take what you need, make sure that your spouse still has some assets to work with, and then let the judge figure things out in the end. A fourth thing is don't blow up and get into arguments. Don't get angry with your spouse. Don't make threats. All of that's going to come back to haunt you. You're going to seem like an irrational person, somebody very difficult to get along with. Judges don't like that. And on top of that, your spouse gets mad back. You could become endangered if you stay in a situation where you get into a big argument. And at the very least, your spouse is not going to be as cooperative as he or she would be if you were actually nice to him. So try to be nice, be cool, don't get into arguments. A fifth thing is don't hide assets. If you have stocks or bonds or cash or other assets, don't hide those. Keep control of them, but you shouldn't hide them. Judges don't like that either. A sixth thing is if you want to get the meanest lawyer you can find, don't do that unless you really want to spend a lot of money and reduce the community estate. The judge can only divide what's there. If both you and your spouse spend all your money hiring lawyers and duking it out, getting ready to go to court, there's not going to be as much left on the table to be divided. That's just simple math. So if you want to get the best result, try to find a reasonable attorney who's knowledgeable and experienced. If you just want to waste money, then hire a mean lawyer, because a mean lawyer is never cheap. Seventh, don't try to represent yourself. That would be a huge mistake. In any kind of significant case where there's assets or children, you need to have an attorney. So be sure that you find an appropriate attorney you're comfortable with, and then you can move forward with the case. So I hope those will give you some ideas of things to avoid as you're facing a possible divorce. Again, I'm Dick Price with the Price Law Firm in Fort Worth, Texas. I want to thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you need any additional information, you can call my office at 817-338-4633, or you can look at my website and blogs at www.pricelawfirmtx.com.